Hi guys, welcome to Psychic Astro. I'm so excited to be doing these videos moving forward. So these videos are going to be astrology based on channeled messages that I get from spirit. So please watch the videos based on your sun, moon, or rising sign, whatever resonates the best for you. Me personally, it's always been my rising sign. It's never been my sun, moon. I just wanted to tell you guys that. Maybe that'll help somebody out there. I've also noticed that for me, my rising sign and my natal chart, as well as my rising sign and my progress chart, also resonates with me. Sometimes more so my progress chart than my natal chart. So yeah, I hope that helps anybody out there. Maybe it's worth trying out. So basically what I'm going to be doing in these videos is I'm going to be channeling the transits of the month. I'm going to be going over the themes you guys can expect. I hope, you guys like these videos. I'm starting off, kind of this way with the paper and the pen because I'm new to this and I just need to figure out what works best for me through trial and error. I'm sure eventually I'm not going to be sticking to paper and pen, but this is what I feel comfortable with for right now. I also just want to put a disclaimer out there. As a psychic, as much as I love channeling messages from spirit, as much as I love channeling the cosmos, and although I trust my messages, I don't know, maybe it's my Virgo placement, maybe it's my Capricorn stellium. I want to tell you guys strongly that I believe you guys shouldn't just stick with psychic channeled messages only. You guys should definitely, watch or at least look into professional astrologers' predictions as well for monthly readings. At least that's just how I feel, and I do want to put that out there. To just be practical about these things and, not just strictly rely on psychic messages, okay? All right, with that being said, let's get to it. Hi guys, this video is going to be for my sun, moon, rising Aries. Hello. So the energy you guys are currently looking at is what you guys can expect to walk into in the month of March. So we're going to go through the transits weekly. I'm going to go over my 2 cents, what I think you guys should expect, be feeling during this time, and then I'm going to get to my channeled messages. So March 1st, we have Sun in Pisces in your 12th house, and it's sextiling Jupiter in Taurus in your 2nd house. Okay, so the Sun and Jupiter are talking to each other in a nice way. Ooh, because this is the 2nd house, whatever Jupiter touches, it expands upon. Feeling a little dicey with this one, but yeah, no, I'm gonna say it. So when these two are talking to each other in a good way, this is happiness, this is optimism, this is positivity, this is fortune, this is good luck, okay? So the fact that you guys have this going on in the 2nd house, which talks about your money, your wallet, what you guys own, what you guys value, to me personally, this is telling me that if you guys put in energy or work towards something, like let's say buying the lotto, right? I hardly ever do this. I actually forget about it all the time. But on this type of transit, I feel like because it's connected to your guys' 2nd house, which can talk about your wallet, your money, if you guys were to purchase, let's say, a lotto ticket, something that's worth a value to you guys and investing in it, I think there is a chance you guys could possibly win something, like having luck here, because I feel like with Sun being in Pisces in the 12th house, you guys are definitely in touch with something during this time. You guys, it depends how it's hitting you guys. You guys may not feel good or positive. You guys may feel, I'm not sure, but one way to look at this would be alone. You guys may be, you know, a lot of introspection during this time. You know, the sun really doesn't belong in the 12th house. It belongs in the 5th house to shine. So it's almost like being locked away is like one way of looking at it. But I don't know, somebody who likes like things like that, I don't think it's necessarily a bad energy for everyone, okay? So my point to saying all this is the sun being in the 12th house, you guys are able to see things much more clearly during this time. They just may not be the things you want to see, okay? But when this is talking to Jupiter and it's talking in a positive way and it's talking to your wallet, I think there's a potential there, or there's a potential to get something positive that's worth value to you guys. So let's say you guys are into, oh my God, what is my mom into? What is it called? Antiques, antiquing, I don't know, whatever this is. And let's say there's a specific antique that was on that show and you want to try to go find it at your local thrift store, okay? Like that would be the day where you have a better chance at finding that item or something close to it than you normally would, okay? So a sextile is when you guys put in energy, you put in the work towards these two planets in whatever houses they're in, okay? So for people who don't follow astrology, this would just be one of those days where the sun hitting their 12th house, spirits talking to them one way or another, all of a sudden they decide to buy the lotto ticket. And then they win something, whether it's $2, $5, or they win back the dollar they invested. It's still luck. It's still positivity on that day, because we don't want to get greedy, right? And the same thing applies for the example I just gave you with that antique. You may not find the exact antique, but you may find a better antique or something similar or something else along the way that you actually end up really liking. This would be that, but you have to make the drive. You have to put in the work to get that. So then we have March 3rd, we have Venus in Aquarius in your 11th house, and it's squaring Uranus in Taurus in your 2nd house. You know, it's so crazy, but every time I do this with you guys, I always have difficulty finding where the zodiac sign is and the planet, and it makes no sense because I'm an Aries, but I'm not a rising Aries, but and this is also just how the chart is supposed to be set up natally, so it's funny. Not really. Okay, so Venus is squaring Uranus in Taurus. Okay. Ooh, ugh, okay. I don't like this because this is talking either about money or something you value in regards to your friends, social networking, something of that sort, groups of other people. And then it's like something pops off in a negative way. When I think of Venus squaring Uranus, usually something unexpected happens with your finances, like out of nowhere, or you forgot about a bill or something like that. And all of a sudden you get the bill and you're like, what the hell, you know? And it's like, it's literally out of nowhere to you, or at least it feels this way. Venus squaring Uranus could be literally fighting with people you love. Usually it's talking about romance here, but it's in your 11th house and it's in Aquarius. So this could be fighting with your groups of friends, fighting with friends. Yeah, that could definitely be a thing for you guys. But I think another way of looking at it is definitely be careful with your finances that day, or like plan ahead and make sure everything's paid. You guys are up to date with your bills. Trying to think, because Venus is in the 11th house. This is also talking about the internet. So yeah, something may happen randomly on the internet that doesn't vibe with what you guys value. There's definitely discomfort. No way to go about that, to move around that, sorry. Okay, March 4th, Mercury in Pisces in your 12th house is sextiling Uranus in your 2nd house. I keep doing that, sorry. So your 12th house and your 2nd house are talking to each other. They're talking to each other nicely. You guys are putting in energy towards things you value, or your wallet, money. With Uranus. I feel like for some of you guys, this could be actually paying for a trip. Because again, sextiling is an energy you put in, right? Otherwise, it just sits there. So I would say it's either your thoughts. You guys will be deeply thinking about the things you guys value, or how to increase your wallet. Because the ruler of Pisces is Neptune, where it belongs, in the 12th house and in Pisces. And then the original ruler of Pisces, which still stands true to this day, is Jupiter. And it's in your 2nd house. And whatever it touches, it expands upon. So I think because Mercury's in your 12th house, there's already a lot of thoughts here. There's a lot of reflecting going on. I feel like it's similar to that 8th house energy. Especially with the sun here, you guys are deeply in touch with your thoughts. And the things you guys value. So if this doesn't manifest physically, I would say definitely getting those like downloads, eureka moments from spirit in regards to your intuition guiding you about something about your mind and your thoughts. In order to manifest something physically. So I feel like this is a plan of some sort. And when I say this, it doesn't mean like a real plan. It's just like a plan in your mind to leave something behind and do better, I want to say, so you can get the things you guys actually value. There's something to that here. All right, so then March 8th, we have Mercury in Pisces in your 12th house. It's conjunct Neptune in Pisces in your 12th house. So to me, I think this is nice energy. Some people may disagree because Neptune's involved with Neptune, because people may not like this aspect because this is it your intuition or is it illusions? Which one is it? This definitely to me, because it's speaking nicely, Neptune and Mercury are speaking nicely to one another. They're conjunct. So they're neighbors that are getting along. You know, think of a good neighbor. Those are hard to find, right? You're vibing when you find one of those, okay? This is what's going on with Neptune and Mercury. And Neptune is exactly where it belongs. It's home. It's in the 12th house. So this can be very dreamy. But you're tapping into, because it's Mercury, it's your mind, it's your thoughts, it's your communication pattern. You're tapping into things that you can see very clearly, that you can make a reality, okay? So this could be artistic endeavors. You can have insights, downloads. You're able to, I want to say, you know, if you're into writing, so like poems or even music, drawing, painting, it's like this type of transit will be able to get that energy going, that energy flowing, however you want to phrase it. This type of energy really makes you get in touch with what you really want when it comes to your dreams. Because I think sometimes we believe we know what we want because we're so used to that dream. But is it a reality, and does it still resonate with us? Because things change, right? But sometimes because we're moving so quickly, life is going by so fast, we don't have time to think about these things. So we just hold on to what we already know. And sometimes we don't even realize that. Life is weird, okay? But anyway, I do think that whatever it is you guys tap into, because the original ruler of Pisces is Jupiter, and that is currently in Taurus, and it's in your 2nd house, the things that talk about you know, what you guys value, what you guys own, your wallet, your money. I think that there is a chance that whatever these things you tap into are going to be of value, okay? And honestly, it could be literally of value. It's either going to be like spiritually of value to you guys, or it could literally make you guys money. There's really a good chance on that for those of you who make money through these types of things. But since this transit is happening in the 12th house, and the original ruler is Jupiter, and it's in the 2nd house, and Jupiter being in Taurus is planting the seeds, it wouldn't happen now, because you're literally creating the thought. You're tapping into something now. You're creating something now. Something is just beginning, okay? And it's in the 12th house, so it's think of it this way. It's at a distance, metaphorically. So, excuse me. And since Mercury's involved, and this rules your 3rd and your 6th house, Gemini and Virgo, yeah, I think this is something definitely that may involve work, or just something you want to add into your everyday routine to make it more maybe visually pleasing somehow. Maybe it's something you can figure out to make you guys more healthy, but it's something I feel like you guys would be communicating at some point in the future, okay? All right, March 9th, Mars, oh, why did I say it like that? That was weird. March 9th, Mars in Aquarius in your 11th house will be squaring Uranus in Pisces. Wait, why does it say that? I hope I have not been saying that. Oof. Anyway, let's start over. Mars squares Uranus, okay? Ooh, that's not pleasant. That's not a good energy. So this is your 11th house and your 2nd house. There's so many ways this energy could manifest, honestly. So I'm just going to give you the things that come to my mind. Since it's Mars and Uranus, and it's a square, right? And the way I describe squares is it's tension and it's conflict. But why? Why is it tension and conflict, okay? Besides the fact that Saturn is involved, because Saturn is symbolic of the square. And the square is the language that these two planets are speaking. Mars and Uranus, they are speaking square, okay? This is their language, all right? And this language is symbolic of Saturn. What is Saturn? Saturn is a holdup. It's a block. It's a lesson that you need to learn. More time is required in order for you to get something of value out of this, okay? But whatever it is, it'll be worth it for you. Now, what a square does, because of all those things I just mentioned, it has your energy in a room like this, and it wants to get out of the room. Now, by the time the door opens, your energy comes out like this instead of the way you wanted it to, okay? Which was a straight path, okay? Let's just put it like that. So therefore, because of this tension and this friction that doesn't energetically get to come out the way it intended to, due to whatever this is, an interruption, an argument, a fight, due to maybe miscommunication or frustrations, it will have something to do with your 11th house and your 2nd house. So your 11th house is your group of friends. It's social networking. It's online, the internet. It's also can talk about your money, right? And so can the 2nd house. So that could be one way this could manifest, arguments over money somehow, or frustrations over money. It doesn't mean that there's necessarily an actual fight. This could just be literally conflict within yourself. So keep this in mind. However, the energy is still going to play out in regards to this involving your 11th house and your 2nd house, okay? Or this could literally be some type of argument involving your money, and it could have to do with other people. You may get stopped in the middle of doing something that involves money. So for example, like, I don't know why, but I'm thinking of contractors, people who hire contractors, and I feel like things can go left really quick, and it's literally out of your control, okay? It doesn't matter how much money you have. It's like, if like they stop for whatever reason, there's usually a loss in money. It doesn't matter if like you sue them and you get that money later on or whatever. There's usually a loss, okay? So this could play out like that. Like you're in the middle of doing something and then randomly out of nowhere, this gets stopped for whatever reason, and this affects your money. Or this could be an argument with friends. These could be, you know, people you value. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and so is Saturn. And Saturn is in your 12th house. And so when Saturn's in the 12th house, this makes you more practical, but it forces you to be practical. So it's like, it's like you have an annoying dad in your head stopping you from doing the things you naturally would do. Okay, so there could be this tension with your group of friends, and there could be an argument, or you could just literally step away and seclude yourself, okay, because of this type of energy. I do also, okay, so this is how I look at astrology. I don't know if I said this in your guys' reading or somebody else's, but with astrology, I like to set it and forget it. I don't like to live by these things, like by transit. It's usually the really good transits or the very negative transits. I think it's important to keep a reminder so you know how to work with that energy and be prepared for it. So Uranus squaring Mars, I would say that's an energy to save the date. Like, because this can also be accidents. It could be like you moving too quickly, and then, you know, like you hurt yourself in the process, okay? So that's just something to put out there as well. That same day, March 9th, Sun in Pisces in your 12th house will be sextiling Uranus in Taurus in your 2nd house. Okay, sextile, okay. So I would say that this is one way of looking at it, is getting downloads from spirit, messages, inspiration, and you guys could potentially act on this at some point. Like, whatever these downloads are, they're of value. This could be monetary value at some point in the future. Excuse me. Or it could just be something on a spiritual level. It doesn't have to be money. But there's something here that is very enlightening, I would say. There's something you're going to be able to see very clearly. It could just be of people that you value. They could be talking to you, and then all of a sudden you're able to see them very clearly, because with the sun, you're able to see, right? When it's talking nicely to another planet, and it's doing a sextile, which a sextile is when you're putting in work, you're putting in some type of effort. I don't really think of it as much work, because this energy to me is saying it's already on your side. All you have to do is like do something, and it's gonna more than likely work out the way you want it to. And it's talking to Uranus. I think of one way of looking at this is a lightning bolt coming out of nowhere, okay? And it's able to give you a download, something, some type of clear message, insight. So both of these are light as far as I'm concerned, okay? So there's something enlightening going on this day. And ironically enough, it's happening after or during something kind of rough. Okay, that same day, March 9th, Mercury enters Aries. Okay, so Mercury is leaving your 12th house and it's entering your 1st house. I like this energy. You know, I personally don't read too many positive things about this for the obvious reasons, because it's known for being too fiery, too passionate, not thinking before it talks. And these are true things that could potentially happen, and you should be open-minded to that and remember this, and definitely talk more slowly while Mercury is in Aries, because that is the downfall to this energy. However, I'm so sorry. Mercury being in Aries is actually a very, very smart energy, and it's totally underrated in astrology as far as I'm concerned. And this is because it's coming from Pisces. So it's very intuitive and it's very sharp. The reason it messes up is because it's always willing to be the fool in tarot. It trusts its gut so much that it's just willing to go. Where it needs to slow down is more times than not coming up with the plan before taking the leap, okay? But I would say personally that this is a very positive thing because this is what gets people to move for the collective. It doesn't matter if you guys have this or not. This type of energy will get people to light a fire under their ass when they need to in their life. So this is very good that you guys have this in your first house. I think your thoughts will be focused on yourself. I think there will be things you want to communicate and you guys may be passionate about it. I think your intuition will definitely be on point, and I would definitely recommend not acting on that intuition. Definitely keeping it to yourself, no matter how like Captain Obvious it is, okay? And you guys may be prone to arguing more so with this, but the reason is two things. There's no real patience with this energy because I feel like you get downloads and thoughts constantly, and those thoughts and downloads make you feel very passionately, which makes you want to act on your passions. But sometimes it's not always positive to act on your passions. Sometimes that can get you into trouble, right? However, I would say that you guys are probably onto something with whatever it is you see and you observe. However, it would be smart to just come up with some type of plan, Mercury, and act on that, whatever that may be, with yourselves, because it's in your first house. Okay, so I would say if this is like joining a gym, don't do it right away. Think about it first. That just may be something you get inspired to do after seeing, I don't know, some Instagram video. I have no idea, but I'm just saying, think about it first. Okay, March 10th, the next day, new moon in Pisces. Okay, so something new is going on in that 12th house. I don't know why, just that line itself sounds kind of funny to me. Something new in that 12th house, in that mind. Well, between Mercury entering Aries and a new moon being in Pisces, and the sun already being in Pisces, what do I think this is going to be about? Again, because Jupiter is the original ruler of Pisces, it's definitely going to connect to that second house. I mean, I feel like that's so cliche because I feel like whatever we're always manifesting during a new moon, it's something we consider of value, right? Whether we're thinking of it that way or not. But like I said before, this may be something literally that you guys are already working towards, like planting the seeds, expanding on. Maybe it's something you've already expanded on. Maybe it's something you're in the process of expanding on, okay? But I feel like something new that may be happening that you guys are, I'm sorry. Oh wait, it's in 20 degrees as well. Okay, I was gonna say, I feel like there's another piece to this puzzle. And how am I not figuring it out? I'm sorry. I feel like I am a detective in general. And I'm like, something is missing here. Yes. Okay. 8th house. Okay. And it connects to the 8th house, Scorpio. Where's Pluto? In your 11th. Yeah. No, it's definitely connecting to money. You guys are building something, planting the seeds, working on, oh God, I keep repeating myself. Anyway, I'll stop. So yes, whatever this is, you guys I'm going to tell you right now, because you're either an Aries, right? Or a rising Aries or a sun moon, you guys wanted it yesterday, okay? Whatever this is, you're not going to get right away. And if you do, let me know. Let me know. What'd you do? Yeah, it's just no. Because these type of placements right here talk about that it's going to be worth it 1000%, because Saturn is seeing something practical to invest in. Saturn is seeing something practical within your dreams to be able to make it a reality. And the sun being here is lighting something up for you. And the fact that Mercury was transiting here should have made you see it more clearly, or it could have been other random things throughout the last month. I'm sure that you guys were able to see other things more clearly, but I do believe that this new moon is definitely something, because it's in a Scorpio degree. 20 degrees talks about manifestation, magic, like literally transforming something and making something happen. If it's not like something that could bring in actual money, and it is connected to making your dreams a reality, which obviously is talking about a career, something like that, then I'm going to tell you it's psychological, okay? Because this is also what this can talk about. Yeah, no, I'm sticking with it. There's something, there is a plan here. A plan to do something for yourself. North Node here. Like I said, okay, here's Chiron. Chiron is showing up, the wounded healer. You guys aren't going to see it right now, but you guys are planting the seeds towards this, okay? Yep, I'm just going to keep repeating, so I want to move on. Mercury in Aries on March 10th, the same day, I'm sorry, is sextiling Pluto in Aquarius. All right, so that same day, what did I just say? That this is very psychological, it's 8th house, it's Scorpio related. When you think about Scorpio energy, oof, don't piss them off. No, but really, with Scorpio energy, this is transformative, right? There is a constant death, rebirth theme going on. Something must die in order for something new and worthwhile to begin, right? This is what you guys are going to be feeling when it comes to your mind. Something will be changing. It's like you guys will be your own therapist with these two talking to each other nicely. Mercury and Pluto, it is a sextile, which means you have to put in the work. So you will be able to see something because Pluto forces you to see something about yourself. It's like if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, right? And you see a flaw, you see something negative you don't like about yourself. So you're like, oh, whatever. And you walk away because you don't want to keep looking at it. Pluto is there and catches you and goes, no, 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 where are you going, girl? And then forces you to look at yourself in the mirror, okay? So with this sextile, I would look at this as an energy of free will, where the energy is being gifted to you from the universe to actually do the work, like do the introspection, look at yourself. How can you make this a reality, or what needs to change with either your group of friends or the internet or social networking? What do you need to change about yourself? And since Chiron's here, this could be limited beliefs. This could be lack in confidence. This could be not having the drive to, oh, well, actually, no, Mars is in your 11th house. I would say you guys are probably driven. Although I don't know what's going on in your personal charts, so it really depends. I really don't know how Chiron is hitting you guys on a personal level, but generally speaking, general energy, because it's in the first house, it's either making you guys physically feel depleted and not having the energy to actually act. So it may all be in your head, this daydream energy. And you guys may be just letting it sit there. But now things are slowly changing, slowly shifting for you guys. Like the universe is giving you guys this energy, or at least trying to, right? Because the sextile is an energy you have to put in there. So I think because there's Mercury and there's Pluto, there could be, it either is actual like traveling action on your part. This could be like, I don't know, maybe driving to meet people, to socialize, to meet the right people. It's in Aquarius. To go on job interviews. I mean, you guys all have different stories. It's really, I can't like pinpoint all of it. This could be for some of you who, earlier I said, like, seclude yourself from your group of people. Maybe you guys got to put yourselves out there to find the right people. With this transit, Pluto will be telling you these things. Pluto will be like, well, if this is what you want, then go do it. Because if you don't do it, then everything you've been experiencing is just going to keep itself on repeat. Nothing will change. Nothing is going to change if you don't change. That's what Pluto's going to be telling you. So you're going to be in your thoughts. You're going to be your own therapist. You may be asking yourself questions like, why don't I just do this? Why can't I just make this move? Or what's holding me back? You're definitely going to be facing these crisis-like questions. Yeah, and I would say face it. And I feel like as an Aries, you guys will. If you're an Aries or a rising Aries or just strong Aries placements, you won't back away from it because there's Aries people are connected. Mars and Pluto, there's a connection there where like we don't say no to a challenge, right? So if we feel that type of energy going on, we will rise up to the occasion. So you guys probably will. I don't doubt it. Oh my God, it's so annoying. Sorry. March 11th, Venus enters Pisces. Okay. I like this energy. Venus entering Pisces on March 11th. So Venus is leaving your 11th house and it's entering your 12th house. This is definitely going to be, okay, so it's going to be a few things. I think 1000% there's going to be some type of self-reflection when it comes to why you should love yourselves, why you shouldn't be so hard on yourselves. This may go like up and down. I don't think it's just going to be you love yourselves. I just don't think that way with the 12th house. But I think you're going to have a better time because Venus is here. Ooh, you know what I'm also thinking though? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, shit. Let me write this down before I forget. Hold on. Okay, so, sorry. Those Gemini placements are rough. So, Venus being here, like I said before, I do think that you guys may end up doing something in regards to money. Because I was thinking of it right when Venus went into the 12th house. I'm like, oh, I wonder if money's going to like disappear or something like that for them. I think you guys may be investing money into something and you guys are going to see it back for a while. That's how I'm going to read this to you guys, okay? Because with Pisces energy, sometimes this, I mean, you guys got to know what I'm talking about here. This goes rogue. It goes missing. Like, where'd it go? I don't know. And then it floats back into your mind. You're like, oh, yeah, I forgot about this thought. Like, Pisces energy can be really rough sometimes. So this is what I'm thinking with this transit. It can manifest different ways depending what's going on in your life. For those of you that are going to be investing in something, this, you're not going to see it back for a while. It's not going to come back. But because Jupiter, the original ruler of Pisces, is in the second house transiting, and Taurus is earth energy, Taurus energy knows, at the end of the day, generally speaking, it knows about stability and, you know, how to make money and where it should be investing its money. Okay. Like it usually, okay. Because it's in your second house, I do believe you guys will be getting this money back, but it's something worth investing into. Okay. That's what I'm going to say. It's something smart, and it's something, regarding your wallet. It's something that will cost you guys money. And I think it's because you guys see the value in it and because it may make you guys money. Now, for some of you regarding romance, love, this may be secrets, okay? This may be secrets. When Venus is in the 12th house, it's not always this. It's not always this, but it could manifest like this. Venus rules your second house and your 7th house. Okay, Taurus and Libra. Yeah, no, I'm just going to say it. It could be sex, but it could be something you guys are keeping private. This could have also been something some of you guys were manifesting. Scorpio energy, private, secrets, what I just say, sex. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, definitely. Okay. So wait, hold on one second. I need to go back here because now I'm looking at the second house, right? The reason I'm looking at it is because Venus rules your second house and your 7th house, because Taurus and Libra are here. Venus rules Taurus and Libra. But let's put that on pause. Let's go back to that investment. Jupiter. I wasn't talking about this either. Education. For some of you, this may be going back to school. 9th house. Jupiter rules Sagittarius as well. It could also be traveling for some of you. But I think more so it's something you guys are investing into in order to see something back. All right. Now, let's move forward. Secrets. Secrets, 1000%. Because the rulers of Scorpio, Pluto and Mars, this is happening in your 11th house, right? Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius. And Venus is ruling your second house. And when I want to see, well, what is this about, like regarding Venus energy for those of you that want to figure out what may be happening with romance for you guys. Something may be happening unexpectedly when it comes to your group of friends. Maybe some of you may be hooking up with a friend, or you guys may meet somebody on the internet, okay? Because Mercury is showing up in your first house, and the internet is the 11th house. Or you guys may be meeting somebody through Aquarius energy, groups of people, okay? And because Mars is here, I feel like, and Pluto, and it's in Aquarius, yeah, I feel like there's a chance you guys may be sleeping with somebody and keeping it a secret. And it's connected to your 11th house. Yes, the South Node is in your 7th house. So this wouldn't be a relationship. It wouldn't be commitment. It would be sexual. It would just be like so if you guys aren't aware of this, this is interesting. Hold on. Hold the phone. Saturn is here in the 12th house. Hold on, I want to scratch this out. No, we'll see how the story unfolds. Okay. So yeah, I definitely think for some of you guys are starting something, and it may happen out of nowhere. It may take you by surprise. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. March 17th. Sun in Pisces in your 12th house will be conjunct Neptune in Pisces in your 12th house. So to me, this is very similar to the Sun conjuncting Mercury, except it's going to be Neptune. So the Sun and Neptune, this is being able to see things where you normally wouldn't be able to see things. Being able to see things that are normally difficult or abstract, and you guys are able to see maybe the things that are, if you guys are, for example, creative and you like to paint, draw, or whatever creative looks like to you guys, this is definitely a transit to help you guys get in touch with that energy, to be able to tap into that energy more so, especially if you guys have been having difficulty with creative ideas or creative themes, you know, whatever this is. Or being able to see your dreams more clearly. You guys may be able to see. So, okay, for those of you that are making something, like acting on a dream and just not getting the results just yet, I would say you guys are actually, with this transit, going to be able to see the possibilities unfold. And I would say that this is very real. It's not daydream energy. It's, you're actually seeing the potential. And the reason you're seeing the potential is because you're actually taking action, okay? So that actually goes for people who are going for something when it comes to work, but also whatever this Venus energy is too. I think you guys will be able to tap into that. All right, March 19th, Sun enters Aries in your first house. All right, I like this energy. It is exalted in Aries, okay? So I was just about to say, I'm like, happy birthday, but it's March. No, for some of you, it may be your birthday, so happy birthday. I just realized, I don't think I've said happy birthday to anybody else. This is so rude. It's because I'm an Aries. This is, oh my God, wait, I have to tell you guys something. I'm sorry. There was this post, this is so random, but on Fashion Nova, I don't know if you guys see this. I don't even know why, really. Anyway, so there's this, they posted something for astrology. It was very random. And I saw it, right? And I'm like, I'm looking at the zodiac signs that they wrote about. And I'm like, where's Aries? I must have like overlooked it. Let me look again. I look again. I'm like, there's no Aries. They literally wrote about every zodiac sign except us. This makes no sense. And so I'm thinking about it and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm like, I guarantee you, if I go into the comments, everybody wrote about this. Like every Aries wrote about this. Because normally I'm like not into the comments. I don't read comments. I don't care about the comments. But I was like, no. I guarantee you all my Aries people are going to be here. Sure enough, all the Aries people were writing, where are the Aries? We're literally the first person in the zodiac house. Like, what is wrong? Like, what happened? I don't understand. It's just, it was so funny. The comments just kept going on and on. I had to share that. I had to let that out. Okay, so how will you guys be feeling this energy? So this is your confidence, your willpower. God, this is everything. This is like, this is your higher self, literally talking to you. So I think you guys will be feeling really good. I think you guys will be feeling confident, positive, because I feel like in the, what is it, the middle of March? Yeah, the middle of March. There's changes going on. I feel like there's changes going on romantically. I feel like there's changes going on work-wise. And even if like you guys aren't seeing anything manifest, because I feel like this is the problem with manifesting for some of us. We don't see the results right away, so we feel like nothing happened or nothing is happening. But it's exactly what this energy talks about. It's with Taurus energy, planting the seeds. And I think in the middle of March, how you guys will be feeling like this sun energy in your first house is like radiance. Like you truly will be embodying that energy because you're beginning to see something, because you're taking some type of action So therefore, maybe it's like you guys will be talking to new people, different people will be in your life. There's just something different during the middle of March. I don't know what it is. It may not be so drastic, but yeah. And I feel like Aries people, we need that. Like we need a shake up. Anyway, March 21st, Sun in Aries sextiling Pluto in Aquarius in your 11th house. So the Sun in your first house will be sextiling. Oh no. Okay. All right. So again, so very similar to the Mercury sextiling Pluto energy, where I said, because it's a sextile, it's the universe is gifting you with a choice. You guys can work on something, improve on something within yourselves in order to maybe move towards something you want, get something you want. No matter what, it's improving yourself and doing better. It doesn't make it easy or make you necessarily feel great in the moment, because Pluto's involved. And this is like when we are seeing something about ourselves that we're not fond of, you know? So, yeah, so, but the thing is, this is the Sun. So this is our happiness, this is our confidence, and Pluto is showing us something within this that needs to change. Or, you know, basically you're seeing a shadow during this transit, and the universe is asking you to do something about this, change this, okay? What this is, it could involve how you guys shine. It could involve how you guys express yourselves, or express your sun or your shadow, honestly. And somehow there's a shadow within either one, I want to say. And it could be because the Sun is your expression, and we're in the first house of self. So this is talking about your expression. So your expression with your groups of people, how you express yourself, social networking, or online. Something about this will force you to look into this and know, hey, listen, you got to change this, okay? This has to change. You can't, this is not going to happen if you keep doing this, or if you do that, or if you choose to do this, if you choose to do that. Remember, the sextile is free will, okay? Or at least this is how I look at it. Okay, March 21st, that same day, Venus in Pisces is conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Okay, so to me, this totally makes sense. So I feel like Saturn and Pluto are very similar energies in the sense that they're both forcing. It's a forceful energy, and it's not like you feel positive in the moment when it's happening. I feel like you feel its effects later on when the change is already done, the transition is over. You don't, putting in that initial work isn't hard anymore, because it's a part of who you are, because Pluto and Saturn have done its job. You know what I mean? They're just like strict fathers that won't give up. They won't give up. And Saturn is talking to the beautiful Venus. Venus is beautiful energy. This is what makes us comfortable. This is what makes us loving. Venus is like the beautiful side to life, right? It's romance, it's pleasures, it's creative endeavors, things that look aesthetically pleasing, and it's also money, okay? And it's getting cozy with Saturn, the strict father, the father that wants to teach us the hard life lessons that we don't want to learn, but we have to learn. Now, most people don't like this energy when they're conjunct, okay? I don't think it's a bad energy. I really don't, because it's not like Venus and Saturn are squaring each other. So let me give it to you like this, so you guys can understand it better, because I don't think you guys should always believe everything that you read for as it is, okay? You got to apply some common sense here. So if Venus and Saturn were squaring, this means that there is tension and friction when it comes to either money or love, or being able to put your creative energy out there. This is a block. You either feel blockage, like you can't express yourself properly, and therefore, because the expression that you truly feel inside isn't being communicated out to the world or out to your partner clearly, it then creates miscommunication and arguments and friction. And then usually there's breakups, there's divorces, there are or there's problems with your money out of nowhere. Or I shouldn't say out of nowhere, but there's usually problems with money. Or if you want to paint, it's like you can't paint the way you want to paint. Nothing seems right because, you know, it's the dad that tells you whatever you do, it's never good enough. Or at least this is the energy you interpret it as, okay? This is not that. This is not that. This is Venus and Saturn sitting next to each other, and they're getting along. To me, Saturn only invests in things that are worth its time, that it sees worth investing, okay? So, the problem here is that they are two polar opposites, okay? But the positive thing is that, let's say you want to invest your money, you're going to be able to invest your money because you see where this will go, okay? Let's say it's a stock. Because of this type of transit, and let's say you have difficulty investing your money or putting your money into things where you're not able to see the results right away, this type of transit will be able to set your mind right and tell you, no. It doesn't matter that you're not going to see the money right now. You're going to see the money in 3 to 4 years from now. Do you want to be poor 3 to 4 years from now? No, you don't. So put your money in now. This is what's smart. This is what's logical and practical. So do it. You want money, right? You want money because you want to be stable in the future. You want to feel comfortable in the future. You want all those Venetian-like things, right? Well, you don't have it now. So what do you need to do to get it in the future? That's Venus and Saturn when it comes to money. Now, when it comes to love, or I would say at least one way of looking at it, okay? So therefore, technically, it can create friction. It can create that uncomfortable energy because you're investing in something that it's like not giving you the comfort 100%, but it is giving you comfort because they're seeing the practicality in one another. Does that make sense? There's no breakup. They're together, okay? Now, when it comes to romance, this is what I was picking up on before, and I didn't say anything, and I was like, oh, let's just see how it plays out. Whatever this Venus energy is when it enters your 12th house, and like some of you guys are definitely hooking up with somebody else. I forgot if this was you guys last month or other, I don't know, the collective man, I swear. But anyway, this either turns into something stable in the future, or this is like, I don't know, you guys hook up on Tuesdays, you know, like, there's like a schedule here. There's something like, it's almost as if like you and somebody else are investing in one another because you see something worth investing into. And whatever it is, it's definitely a secret. It's not being shared. So definitely for some of you, this is work. You guys are investing into something. You're not speaking about it, okay? And other people are involved. You guys are either having to reach out to other people, social network, something's up. But at the end of the day, it's definitely talking about you guys investing in yourself. You guys are definitely investing in yourself, but there may be, you may have to like talk to other people to maybe, I don't know, get to where you want to go. because the internet is showing up, groups of people are showing up, talking a certain way is showing up, presenting your way is showing up here. Like being a strong theme is my point. Otherwise, I feel like that happens all the time, right? So now when it comes to romance, there's something here. So Ceres is the asteroid that talks about healing. So there's something about whatever this is that can be very healing. Yet it's, so how you appear to this other person can be very healing to you is what I'm getting. This could be because of the energy you guys may be feeling with the North Node in your first house. You guys may be feeling really like confident. I mean, I know Chiron is here, but I have a feeling this is like your health or something like that, like taking on your energy physically. And I'm sure for some of you, maybe it's like hurting your confidence, making you question your confidence. No doubt. It's doing that to the whole collective, no matter where Aries is in their chart. It's just taking on a different storyline. But I feel like there's something, it's either you feel healing in regards to how you appear, or having some type of, or knowing that this ends up going somewhere is very healing to you. There's something healing about this, or maybe just having sex is healing to you guys. I don't know. Hold on. There's definitely a shakeup with the things you guys value. And you guys are doing something different when it comes to this, when it comes to romance as well. You guys may be learning how to be more freedom oriented with this energy, because I'm picking up on Aquarius energy, and when I think of Aquarius energy and Sagittarius energy, these both scream freedom to me. Okay, so, and Pallas Athena is always talking about a strategy, and so whatever your mind is on, like whatever your goal is on, your thoughts that you want to accomplish in whatever month it is, I would say always look to Pallas Athena, because this type of energy will help get you guys there, because Pallas Athena is Mars's sister. And the energy that will help you guys get what you want is embodying Sagittarius energy. Now, Sagittarius energy is beautiful energy. I personally always vibe with Sagittarius energy. So, but here's the thing, when it comes to romance, right? This is talking about, because there's something here about your focus being on yourself, okay? And we already know that we understand the plan, the strategy, or somewhat of it regarding work. But when it comes to sex or romance, there's something about focusing on your wants and your needs and doing it different. The South Node is in the 7th house of Libra, which means not necessarily focusing on relationships, or if you are, there's a focus on doing it your own way and doing it differently, doing it Aquarius, because the ruler of Aries is Mars, and it's in the 11th house. So you may be doing something very freedom-oriented with this, because Venus, the ruler of Taurus, Uranus is here. So there's a shakeup in the things, like how you normally value things. And Jupiter's here too. Jupiter's the ruler of Sagittarius. So Pallas Athena talks about being more freedom oriented. And this is how Sagittarius energy generally loves. It's when there is freedom involved. So there's something to this. Because when I think about the 12th house energy, there's something about, I mean, besides escapism, there's something embodying this energy and turning it into structure that could be very healing for you. You're leaving something behind that you guys are used to doing. And there may be some type of pain with that. Because again, it's just like anything in life. Adults, we're used to what we're used to, and change is hard. This is what I'm picking up on. I'm going to leave it there. All right, so March 22nd, Mars enters Pisces. Okay, so Mars is leaving the 11th house in Aquarius, and it's entering Pisces. What did I just say? So when I think of Mars being in Pisces, this is foggy, this is cloudy. I mean, depending on how it's aspecting, it could be intuitive when like knowing what moves to make despite not really being able to see ahead. But so you have Venus here and you have Mars. So yeah, there's definitely something going on besides like sexual encounters. But I think there's also mental conflict. I do think there's something going on when it comes to trying to adapt into something, a new mindset, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. All right. Yeah, a new mindset, because Pluto and Mars rule Scorpio 8th house. We have Pluto in Aquarius. So you guys are definitely trying to change something when it comes to this 8th house energy. And it's definitely Aquarius-like. All right, March 24th, Venus in Pisces in your 12th house is sextiling Jupiter in Taurus in your 2nd house. Very positive energy, very go lucky, go happy type of energy for sure. What do I want to say about this? Jupiter. This could be something... Again, this could be when you officially invest in something. It could be education. It could be work. I don't want to keep repeating myself here. Yeah. And then for romance, this could definitely be feeling confident, feeling positive with this person when you guys like get together. March 25th, full moon, lunar eclipse in Libra. Oh my God. What do you guys want? What do you really want? I'm thinking of that scene from The Notebook. Hold on. So this all correlates. I love it. Five degrees. Oh, give me a break. Okay. Yeah, conflict. What do you guys want? I think you guys are going to be trying to change something. And I think you guys are going to be able to do it. But like any other human, I think you guys are going to have difficulty with it. So full moons, to me, this illuminates something that needs to change in our life. Something is brought to our attention that maybe has always been there and we were just kind of ignoring it. But it's like, it's really coming to the surface now. Like you can't really ignore this. Now, whatever this is, it connects with the solar eclipse that we had in Libra on October 14th, 2023. Okay. So there is some type of theme here. And it's talking about something that needs to, something you need to see that needs a change, because this energy talks about a change. So what I want to do is I want to look at Venus and I want to look at the 5th house for you guys, because 5 degrees is a Leo degree. So you guys have Venus in your 12th house and you have it in Pisces. Venus is exalted when it's in Pisces. So this is a really good energy. It's in the 12th house. So you guys will be able to tap into the collective. You guys will be able to feel people on a spiritual level, from a higher perspective, you'll be able to understand people and have unconditional love. Again, it depends what's going on in your personal chart for you guys to really embody that energy. But generally speaking, this is what that energy will give you. It's happening in the 12th house. So this could be in your mind, your thoughts, or how you will feel for another person, or yourself, or just people in general, okay? And then we have the 5th house in Leo, traditionally. So nothing's going on here, but what does this house talk about? It talks about romance, creativity, joy, happiness. So where's the ruler? The sun. It's in your 1st house. So, and this is exactly the axis we're looking at, which is the 7th house and the 1st house. What will be illuminated? And again, this is supposed to connect back to that solar eclipse in Libra. There's something about yourself. How do you guys, what really makes you guys happy? And you guys have to be honest with yourselves, okay? Your ruler is in the 12th house. This may be getting lost and creating mental conflict for you guys at this time, because maybe you guys aren't honoring that. So Ceres being in the 10th house in Capricorn, this talks about what would be healing, and it's doing things that are practical and traditional. You kind of have contradicting energy going on here, because you have the ruler of Capricorn, Saturn, in your 12th house, which this can be fine. This is making your mind more, create more structure, stability, because it can manifest your dreams into a reality. But Capricorn and Saturn are involved. This means time is required. Aries energy doesn't like that. But with Saturn being in the 12th house, it's like, it's chilling the sun, moon, rising Aries out a bit, okay? But with Mars being in Pisces in the 12th house, there may be mental conflict because you guys don't know what the future holds. You don't know where you're going. There's lack of control, I feel like, with this energy, and Aries doesn't like that energy. However, is this something you guys need to let go? There's something you guys are going to see about yourselves that needs to change. And I think whatever this is, it's going to be talking about I think it's going to have to do with literally just you guys, like what makes you guys happy and what actions bring out your happiness, and what do you consider to be fun, and are you doing it? What needs to change in order for you guys to get into this energy? But the biggest theme of all is it's happening in your 7th house in Libra. So for those of you who are doing something behind closed doors, it's definitely connected to this and how it affects you on a personal level. It's either that this needs to change because it doesn't resonate with you, or you guys personally need to change so this resonates with you. There's something to this. The full moon will be illuminating something in your 7th house, and it connects back to that solar eclipse back on October 14th. Me personally, I think you guys can get a more detailed story looking at your 5th house and your 1st house and your 12th house. Something does need to leave. Something does need to change. I think the mental conflict, there's something to do with the mental conflict in the 12th house and the sun being in your first. Okay, I thought about this some more. I think it's how you guys express yourselves, because Venus rules Taurus and Libra, right? What do you guys value in relationships, in partnerships? So for business, it's how there's something already transforming in your mind about how you speak, how you communicate, how you express yourself online or to other people. And it's connected to relationships or possible unions, business partnerships that can help you get to where you want to go. Or business partnerships, you know, creating a business. But there's something about, regardless, turning this all into like joy. There's something here that I think will be illuminated that shows you there could be joy, and you know, you need to make yourself happy because maybe you're not 100% happy. All right, so March 28th, Venus in Pisces in your 12th house will be sextiling Uranus in your second house in Taurus. So to me, these two are talking nicely to each other. It's either money related or it is romance. So you guys are either, there's something positive happening with money for you guys during this time, or there's something positive happening with romance. I feel like regardless, because it's Uranus energy, I think you guys will either be inspired, spark of inspiration, understanding whatever this is, whether it's like what you're investing into, whatever you're spending your money on. Honestly, it could be even something such as food, like healthy food, you know, like it doesn't have to be like something big. It could be, because when Venus and Uranus are talking to each other, it could just be that like magnetic type of energy as well, because Uranus can be looked at as like electricity. And sorry, this is a spark. So I'm trying to like, it could be looked at as a feeling that spark with another person or whatever you're investing your money into. Something just feels good, something feels right, and it's something you guys value, okay? So for example, if it is, excuse me, healthy food, right? Well, you may not see that investment right away, but in the long term, you will see the investment, that it's definitely worth it. March 29th, Pallas Athena goes retrograde. Okay. So I don't think this is like such a big deal. I think, yeah, anytime you have a mental conflict or a holdup with trying to embody this, this ninth house energy, in order to get something you guys want, to help you guys with your thoughts and a strategy, there may be a slowdown, a more difficult time doing so, because that's what retrogrades do. It either creates a conflict, or the universe is asking you to think some more and to not just react right away. March 31st, Vesta enters Cancer. So Vesta's leaving your third house in Gemini, and it's entering fourth house in Cancer. Okay, so Vesta's looked at as that spiritual flame, the flame that just will not die, whatever it is you feel very passionate about. So since it was in Gemini in your guys' third house, you guys may have been feeling very passionate about speaking or learning, being on the internet, learning that way. Maybe talking to siblings, talking to your neighbors, local community type of things, something of that nature. But now it's entering Cancer. So I feel like your passion will want will be towards things that make you feel comfortable. You may want to stay in. You may want to be home. You may just want to surround yourself with things that make you feel comfortable, that make you feel like you could be open about your emotions. Because again, there's something here about expressing yourself. Expressing yourself. Okay. What else? Anything else? Anything else? Oh, right. I did want to say about this full moon. So it's happening Monday, March 25th. So I thought this was cool and I wanted to share this with you. So the moon will still appear full the night before and after its peak to the casual stargazer. March's full moon is also known as the worm moon, according to the Old Farmer's Almanac. And that supposedly refers to the emergence of earthworms. I don't know. I thought that was cool and I wanted to share that with you guys. Okie dokie. Is there anything else? Yeah, I think, I'm sorry, I know I keep going back to this full moon because I feel like I'm just not expressing it clearly, but honestly, I do feel like it could, it's just going to be different for some of you because not everybody's hooking up with somebody, right? So I think for some of you, it may be about your definitely expression, 1000%. Like shining a light on something that needs to change about your identity, something about yourself or how you express this in relationships, okay? And for those of you that are single, this would still be the theme, I feel like, during that full moon. And maybe leaning in towards spirituality, self-reflection, and solitude. Because the second house is connected, and I feel like there's something about what is worth your time here? What is of value? Okay. Okay. All right, let's get to the channeled messages. Okay, so my channeled messages. So the first week, I feel like people will be putting work into you guys somehow. I see you guys putting your energy into yourselves, into things that are smart. I'm seeing a pyramid and you guys reading a really big book. And then I see the Fool in Tarot. So there's something you guys are doing research on that's smart and it's considered to be something new and also something you believe in taking a risk in. And it involves something about yourself. So I think because your energy is about you and not others, the first week of March, people will pick up on that and want your energy because they feel like they're not getting it. Excuse me. In the next scene, I'm seeing Jessica Rabbit. I think that's her name. The character, or at least, oh, I wrote that too. I believe that's her name. The hot redhead from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, except she's a brunette. I'm getting confidence and I'm also getting Lilith energy. Something sexual is going on. I'm getting that you guys may be teasing another. I see 2 boxing gloves and then I see this little lamb and then Neptune grabs a hold of this lamb and electrically shocks it. But you guys are shocked through a chokehold, but a good one, if that makes sense. Somebody is taking pictures of you and then holds up a mirror. There's something about you guys being on stage. I see a castle and it opening up and you guys walk into it. A metamorphosis when it comes to love, but it has to do with having a higher connection to yourself, knowing your worth, understanding your value, and in return, other people see it and want in. So that's the first week of March. This is what I'm picking up on. So was there anything I wanted to like clarify because I felt like it was confusing? So, so I feel like, excuse me, hold on a second. So I feel like how it works, you know, in regards to energy work, and you know, maybe you guys are already aware of this, but because I feel like we've been told this one way or another, since we were kids, that it's just like focus on yourselves and like whatever's meant to be will be. And I feel like that's what I'm picking up on for you guys, because even when you're not intentionally trying, it's like energy, that's how energy will work. It's like even if people aren't consciously aware of energy work, there's something about it where if with free will things are meant to be, then it's like when you take yourself out of a situation and you stop trying to force things and you stop trying to make things happen, and you focus on the things you're supposed to be focusing on, and you take, you know, quote unquote, your energy back, you take your power back, however you want to phrase it, at that point, it's like with free will, then, you know, people who are meant to be in your life will then be in your life. That's the part that people don't get, you know, when it comes to spiritual work, or like those quotes that you hear where it's like people will come back if you just excuse me, well, I can't even think of the lines, but pretty much like if you focus on yourself, like yes, but if quote unquote it's meant to be, like that's the part I feel like usually is missing, when you know, you're looking for advice or help, like that's the part we need to understand. But sometimes it just depends where our soul's at in our soul's evolution. So this is what I'm picking up on, that it's like you guys are focusing on the things that you are supposed to be focusing on, and then another person picks up on this. And I'm not like picking up on mind games or, you know, anything negative, like low frequency. It's just almost like sometimes this is just how humans work, where like if you give people too much attention, too much focus, it just does something with people in general. I think we've all been guilty of it at some point, where we don't want their attention. And I don't think it means that these are bad people, but this is what I'm picking up on, okay? So, yeah, so I feel like it makes another basically want you guys. And I'm seeing two boxing gloves. And so it may create either so these two boxing gloves, I feel like, is either inner turmoil with another person, or it's like they feel like you're playing games with them, possibly, if you guys are ignoring someone altogether. Because this whole Jessica Rabbit thing, I don't remember that movie 100%, but I believe she was a tease. So if you guys are playing some type of games, then I feel like this other person is picking up on it. And this is what the two boxing gloves are. If you're not playing games, then this is what the Neptune energy is talking about. Because I said, I see two boxing gloves, and then I see this little lamb. And then Neptune grabs a hold of this lamb and electrically shocks it. But you guys are shocked, shocked through a chokehold, but a good one, if that makes sense. So I think something pleasantly surprises you guys the first week of March for some of you. But I think for some of you, it's either real or it's either the Neptune energy that may be acting up for some of you. Okay. Okay, let's see. And I think with somebody taking pictures of you and then holds up a mirror, there's something about self-reflection going on. Okay, so the second week, intuition, nectar, motherly nurturing to self, not allowing inner child to hold you guys back. Someone from your past is frustrated and wants to make up. I'm getting anger, like they're frustrated, they're not with you. I'm seeing them with flowers in a vase, but the vase is in the shape of a skeleton. So I'm picking up on Mars and Pluto and the death card from tarot, reconnecting and wanting to change the relationship to make it better. There is this energy of them following your lead. So I see you leading the direction the second week in a playful, teasing way. I wasn't getting this energy of flirting back when you do. Wait, I don't know what I wrote. I'm sorry. Gets your energy and flirts. Oh, I'm getting that this person understands your energy. There's a playful teasing energy going on. So when you flirt, they follow your lead. This person is wearing the Phantom of the Opera mask because they cannot open up fully to who they really are because time is needed for this person. So Saturn is involved. All right, so the third week, I'm picking up on 2 emperors or just this energy of royalty. There is something secretive that begins this week because I'm seeing a window and you close the curtains and this person is in your room. This person you may be interested in, they need time when it comes to you. Your energy comes through as a white baby tiger that seems to consume them. I see water in your mind about another and it involves sex. Excuse me. The last week of March, your eyes see a ladder, and then I see time in the reflection of your eyes. And then I see Saturn in the reflection of your eyes. So you're seeing something grow or the potential for something to grow. Oh, this got cut off. Hold on one second. Okay. So you're seeing something grow or the potential for something to grow. I see a lot of light. The sun energy is coming through. I think what I'm picking up on is someone you may be connected with or want to connect with, or someone who wants to connect with you isn't sharing this with you yet. There are boundaries. So Saturn's involved. Yet there are boundaries. But they see something of value with you, but they need time and healing may be why. I see an upside down spade, so I think of 3 of swords. And I think for some of you, you guys are actually hooking up with another person secretly because both of you feel this is smart because I'm seeing pillars. I'm also getting 12th house energy. So I'm picking up on, excuse me, a prison. Like maybe it feels like you guys are stuck or it's a mental prison. Maybe this is the energy of another person that you guys feel like is hooking up with another. Maybe you guys feel like you guys should be hooking up with another person. There's something going on because you guys have a 12th house stellium. So to me, this shows the potential of having something secretive go on. Either that or you guys are potentially thinking about this at least. I see you on your phone looking at something online, and then I see you doing your own thing, and then someone being persistent with you and trying to get your attention and trying to communicate with you. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys. All right, bye.